Letters on the sky, burning in your eyes. You look at me, babe, I wanna catch on fire. It's buried in my soul, like California gold. You found the light in me that I couldn't find. So when I'm all choked up but I can't find the words, every time we say goodbye, baby, it hurts. When the sun goes down and the band won't play, I'll always remember us this way. Lovers in the night, poets trying to write. We don't know how to rhyme, but damn, we try. But all I really know, you're where I wanna go. The part of me that's you will never die. So when I'm all choked up and I can't find the words, every time we say goodbye, baby, it hurts. When the sun goes down and the band won't play, I'll always remember us this way. Oh yeah, I don't wanna be just a memory, baby. Ooh, 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 when I'm all choked up and I can't find the word, every time we say goodbye, baby, it hurts. When the sun goes down and the band won't play, I'll always remember us this way. When you look at me and the whole world fades, I'll always remember us this way.
Just before I begin, could I ask everybody to take 2 steps in, please? The family's written some beautiful words and I don't want any of you to miss them. Thank you. Today's service for Radi is a very sad and emotional time for his family and friends. But it will also be a celebration of a life of a man highly respected in our community. We come together to say our final goodbye to Radi, someone who has touched each of our lives in a profound way. We have a powerful sense of loss. When death occurs, it unites us in a way that perhaps no other human experience does. To Tamika, Nadia, Kyle, Dylan, Georgia, Jalen and the Gray family, please know our hearts ache for your loss and we stand with you in grief. We share this sorrow with you all and we want you to know that you do not walk this path alone. Each of you will have your own personal and fond memories of Radi and the impact his life has had on yours. My name is Penny Williams, a civil celebrant. On behalf of Tamika, Nadia, Dylan and the Gray family, I thank you all for coming today to say our final goodbye to Radi. We all have profound grief. There can be no doubt that we've shed many tears and we will shed many more. Our hearts are broken and Radi is going to be missed more than words will ever say. May Radi's love be reflected in everyone that knew him and continue to live on through the warm memories and beautiful legacy for everyone here today. It is with gratitude that we now commit all these wonderful memories to be locked away in our hearts. We are incredibly grateful for the privilege of having shared life with you, Radi. Today's service will be a celebration of Radi's life, and it will be remembered for many sorrowful reasons. That the world has lost a loving soulmate to Tamika of 29 years. Father, brother, brother-in-law, Poppy, uncle, friend, and highly respected man. And he loved his dog, Mila. Amidst our grief and loss, we are grateful, Radi, for your love, quietness and gentleness. We have gratitude for all the things you have taught us in life. Everything we have learnt from you is still learnt. Everything you have done is still done. Everyone you love is still loved. Your memory we will cherish. You leave us with the strength and pride to do what is good and right. And your memory will guide us just as you did when you were at our side. And for this we say thank you. We are truly grateful for the privilege of having shared our lives with you. We will remember you by our memories for as long as we live. Those we love don't go away. They walk beside us every day, unseen, unheard, but always near. So loved, so missed, so dear. If I could ask Dave Gray to the mic, please, and he's going to read the eulogy for Radi.
For those who don't know me, I'm Radi's uncle, David Gray. I've got a few nice words to say about Radi growing up and early part of his childhood and moving on to later on in his life. Gerrard Edwin Gray was born on the 1st of April 1972. The son of Graham John Gray, better known as Ricky, Judith Polk, brother of Natasha, Aaron and Bianca. Growing up, Radi was a very inquisitive boy. I had the privilege of staying with Ricky and Judy. Mum and Dad was away somewhere or something like that. If you went out to check the water and oil in your bath or something like that, he'd want to know what you was doing, so you explained it to him. Nice, this is what we're up to, mate. Why? You always come back with your why, so you go through the procedure again, but why? I said, that's just what you do, mate, when you do things like that. But he was never satisfying because he always kept coming back saying why. Family dues, Christmas time, things like that, get-togethers, he didn't go much on it. He didn't go much on it at all. Someone would be walking around with a camera. And you go, oh, no, not a camera. That means we've got to have our photos taken. Can't they see how much we've changed, by the way? We've grown. We don't need a photo taken. Anyway, Radi grew up down the bottom half of town. You could call it the ghetto, the Bronx, Chinatown, whatever you want to call it. Back in them days, it was well known for them three names. Made many good friends. Many good friends. This is just to name a few of them. There was Kenny, Jed, Shane and Darren, Gavin, Daniel, Heidi, Danny, and many more. Many more. Had really good times with them. He had good card nights at Les and Ann Bowden's. They kept the boys off the streets. They opened their house up for them. They had many good times there. Played most of his footy at Scotstown. Did try and play with the Saints. A couple of years, I think. But injuries brought him to an early retirement. Radi's first job was at Britton Brothers when he left school. Then he went to Queensland and worked with his dad in the mill up there for a while. I think he might have had 2 stints up there with Ricky. Then he went to Western Australia, had a short stint over there in the mines. He come back and worked at the abattoirs for a short while. And while this story comes into play, one Thursday afternoon, him and his mate, the general joker, Daniel Cobbing, went to the local hotel and had a bit of a windfall on the horses. They thought, oh, this is all right. We'll plan a trip. So the next day, oh, bugger work, we'll jump on a plane, went to Melbourne to the Cox Plate, had a whale of a time but come back with no money. He had 25 years working in the bush with different operators. Apparently, by the end of the 25 years, he was getting very good at his job. He was an exceptional operator of his excavator. His work was his craft. If you want to know any more, just ask his workmate Gavin. He'll tell you all about him. He was well respected in the industry. The further love of his life, Tamika, they met in 1997. They had 3 houses, one at Montague Road, Browns Road or Cubanks Road, something like that, before they found their paradise out of Crayfish Creek next to the ocean with a beautiful view, and especially the shed. He was a very proud man of his shed. Nadia was born on 3rd of July 2000, Nadia. And Dylan was born on the 10th of May 2005. Riley was a good family man, loved his partner and soulmate Tamika, daughter Nadia, partner Kyle, Dylan and partner Georgia, and also loved his first grandson Jaden, born on the 10th of March 2023. Really adored him. I've got a few words to say from his good mate Kenny. Gerrard Eben Gray III. Radi didn't let too many get too close. Tamika, Nadia, Dylan, their partners, and a few mates. We were lucky enough to see the best of him. The others seen the worst. He could be jovial, very opinionated, that's brackets ha-ha. A good conversation could be had with him. We all have lived knowing we are mates, but our lives with our families take us where it does, busy, but we catch up as we can when we do, it's like we talked yesterday. He's gone panning black and yellow gold. Rest in peace, Radi.
Thank you, Dave. Tamika has written some words that are absolutely beautiful, and she's going to have a go at reading them. A tough gig. Do you want where's Di?
Today we say goodbye to Radi, my partner of 29 years, the one who walked beside me through it all. He was a man of few words, but many quiet acts of love. When we met, I was just 17. I was young, still finding my way, and Radi, he was already out there living life. He loved to party in his younger days, not the loud, centre of attention type, but the one who always was up for a good time. And then somehow I caught him, not tamed him, just caught him. And bit by bit, without needing to be asked, he settled into family life. He still kept that spark, that love of good time, but he built a home with me, a real life. And once he was in, he was all in. Our life wasn't always easy. We had a fair share of troubles. Anyone who's been together that long will tell you it's part of the deal. But we stuck together, grew up together, and got stronger together. Through every challenge, we always came back to each other. That's what real love looks like. Not perfect, but real. We've raised 2 children together, Nards and Dill, and nothing made Radi prouder. He didn't always say it out loud, but you could see it in his face, in the way he showed up, in the quiet way he supported all of us. And when our grandson came along, he melted in a way only a poppy can. He was always there, like a strong, steady tree, with deep roots and a surprisingly soft heart, that he let us see more and more in the last few years. Some of my fondest memories are the ordinary days that became special, just because he was there. Whether it was critiquing my renos or just standing in the bar, he was there if I needed him. He was strong, he was kind, even if he tried to hide it under a grumble, and most of all, he was ours. There's a silence now where his presence used to be, and I miss that presence more than words can say. But I carry him in every memory, every shared glance, and every quiet moment when I feel him close. So here's to Radi, a good man, a strong man, and mine for 29 years. I wouldn't have changed a thing except to have more time. Give Dag a hug for me. The two of you and Dill are the most important men in my life, my anchors, my constants. Having both of you and Dad together again, my greatest loves, brings comfort to my heart even as it breaks. Rest easy, hun, and if there's a party up there, music playing and a drink in hand, I'll know you be there. I love you.
Well done, that's a very hard gig, that. Nadia has written some words. Radi's daughter.
We all know Dad would be hating all the fuss, so I'll keep this short and sweet. I'm going to try get through this, but like Dad, speaking isn't our forte. It's hard to put into words what he meant to us. He gave me my last name, the colour of my eyes, and I see his face when I look at mine. He was a man of few words, but when he spoke, it stuck to you. He didn't go over the top with emotions, but you always knew where you stood with him. You always knew he loved you, even if it showed it in his own way. Dad and I we were very much alike, and because of that, we argued a lot. We clashed, we butted heads, and we tested each other's patience more times than I can count. It was only the other day that all this was going on, and I said I'm a bit over it all, and someone said, well, if that's not Radi through and through. And if you know me, you know my blue Corolla gave him more stress than most things in life. I've had more than a few car crashes over the years, and every time it happened, I dreaded calling him. I knew what was coming. He'd come out with something harsh, something blunt, and something that made me feel about 2 inches tall. But that was Dad's way of, and that was his version of, I love you, are you okay? He worried about us so much, even if it come out sounding like frustration. That's how he showed love, through concern, through showing up, even when he was stressed out and had a bit on, as he always used to say. That was one of his classic lines, I've got a bit on. You'd ask him to do something, and without missing a beat, I've got a bit on. But even with a bit on, he always made time for his family, especially Jay. Dad became Poppy when Jay come along, and that name stuck. Their bond was something special. Jay absolutely adored his Poppy, and one of the sweetest things about his connection were diggers and trucks. Jay loves diggers, and Dad worked with them. It's like their worlds just fit together. And though Dad's not here with us now, I promise we'll keep his memory alive for Jay, who will grow up hearing all about his amazing Poppy. Jay will always know who Poppy was. We'll tell him stories, and we'll point out diggers on the road and say Poppy would have liked that one, and he'll remember. He'll carry that love with him just like we all will. Dad, thank you for the love, even when it come wrapped in worry and tough words. For the laughs, the lessons, the stubbornness and the strength. We'll miss you more than words can say, but your spirit is in us, in the things we say, the way we love, and the way we'll keep telling Jay and the next little one that's coming along all about their Poppy. We love you, and we always will, Dad.
Thank you, Nadia. And Dylan, Radi's son, has written some special words as well.
Thanks everyone for being here today to help us honour and remember my dad. Dad always had a bit on, and somehow even today I can hear him saying it. It's hard to put into words everything Dad meant to me, but what I do know is this. Dad was always there, whether it was a footy game or fixing something in the shed or even just a chat. He was present, and when he was around, you felt it. He never missed my footy, rain, hail or shine, win or lose. Dad was there on the sideline, usually ready with some cheeky comment or a story about his athlete body, as he liked to call it. He reckoned he still had it, even though we both knew he was more about the stories than the squats. When we first moved, one of his favourite things was setting the beach net. We'd get up early and head out to check the net, and it felt like one of those simple, perfect routines, just me and Dad, waist deep in the water, laughing with joy over the catch. And then there was the bar. At any given time, there was always a bogues in that bar. It was more than just a bar, though. It was Dad's bar. My word, if you ever changed it, you'd hear about it for the next 3 weeks. It was his space. Every Friday after school, I'd come home, and if the fire was going and the music was blasting from the shed, I knew exactly what kind of mood Dad was in, and I knew it was a perfect time where I could ask him almost anything. He'd always say, "I've got a bit on." Even if it was absolutely pouring in rain, he would half-soaked in front of the fire, pretending he wasn't cold. That was Dad, stubborn as hell and proud of it. He liked to talk tough too, like when he said you didn't need mud tyres or a big lift to go off-road. But when the day finally came, we went to Sandy Cape, we barely made it halfway before we bogged to the chassis, and all I heard from the driver's seat was, "Nah, it's too soft." Dad making it Sam's fault, not his. Dad wasn't perfect. He could growl when I was acting up, but he also had his days. And I knew more about those than he thought. And honestly, I love that about him. He wasn't just a dad. He was a character, a mate, a storyteller, and someone who lived fully in his own way. So today, I just want to thank you, Dad, thank you for the laughs, the lessons, the love, and even the growls. You're one of a kind, and I miss you every single day. So to the man who was always there, whether on the sidelines, in the shadows, being yourselves, for the laughs, the lessons, the love, and even the stubborn moments, you're real, you are ours, and you'll always be with me. I hope wherever you are, the fire's going, the music's loud, a cold beer, a cold bogue's in reach, and you've definitely got a bit on. Rest easy, Dad. Love ya.
Good job.
Beautiful words there, Tamika, Nadia and Dylan. Not easy. Radi's sister Bianca has asked me to read some words that she's written. My brother, if roses grow in heaven, Lord, please pick me a bunch for me. Place them in my brother's arms and tell him they are from me. Tell him that I love him. And when he turns to smile, place a kiss upon his cheek and hold him for a while. Fly high, big brother. Gavin, his workmate and his friend, has asked me to read some words as well. I've known Radi for most of my life from school days, riding our motorbikes all over the place and playing football at Scotchtown from juniors through to seniors. We camped a lot with the kids when they were young and then spent 25 plus years working together. Radi was good at his job and over the years became a top operator, driving his processor with skill and precision. I only had to get the first aid kit out once when he squashed his finger. And good thing I was there, as the other two workers nearly went down at the sight of blood. Something Radi reminded them about regularly. When you spend that much time with your workmates, they become family. And all the boys from Arana 1 were happy to have Radi as part of theirs. He will be greatly missed, and I'm unsure if the workplace will ever be the same. I hope they've got some green cans up there for you, mate. Rest in peace, Radi. I invite any of the mourners to come forward if you've got a few words to say or a couple of sentences that you'd like to say. You don't have to be scared. I think Tamika, Nadia and Dylan pretty well summed it up. As we say our final goodbye to Radi, we feel grief for the loss of him and the gratitude at the same time for the memories that we were fortunate enough to share with him. At times like this, we are reminded of the fragility of life. We will find comfort in Radi's memory. Radi's wisdom and kindness and lessons learned with his wisdom and love that has been imparted on us. As we bid farewell to Radi, we've also celebrated his well-lived life with tears and laughter. This will give us strength to move forward. May your love be reflected in all who knew you, and may you continue to live on through the lives of these people who loved you dearly, Radi. I'm now going to read the final words which Tamika has written. Radi didn't go in for the fuss. He lived his life this way, quiet, steady and real. He didn't need the last word, but he always knew what mattered. He loved deeply, worked hard, and made a home that held all of us. He found his peace standing at the bar, looking out to sea, content just to be still. That's how we'll remember him. Honest, and always there when it counted. So now in the quiet of this goodbye, we say thank you for every story he told, every moment he showed up, and every part he gave to those he loved. Brendan's now going to hand some gum leaves around, which the family would like you to take, please, as we listen to a song before the lowering of the coffin.
I don't know why God always takes the good ones first. And man, I've tried to be strong and carry on, but damn, this hurts. And I just wish that I could talk to you again somehow, some way, even if it's for a moment, so I can hear you say, don't cry for me, I'm alright. Yeah, I'm better than you know. And this life can be short to ride, so don't waste it on sorrow. And just hold on to those moments and the memories we shared. We're both headed for the same place anyway. I just beat you there. I don't know why God always takes the good ones first. And man, I've tried to be strong and carry on, but damn, this hurts. And I just wish that I could talk to you again somehow, some way, even if it's for a moment, so I can hear you say, don't cry for me, I'm alright. Yeah, I'm better than you know. And this life can be short to ride, so don't waste it on sorrow. And just hold on to those moments and the memories we shared. We're both headed for the same place anyway. I just beat you there. I know they say, just give it a little time, you'll be okay. But that might be true. It don't really held me today. And we ain't supposed to question the man upstairs, but there's just so much I don't understand. It just don't seem fair. Don't cry for me, I'm alright. I'm better than you know. And this life can be short or right, so don't waste it on sorrow. And just hold on to those moments and the memories we shared. We're both headed for the same place anyway. I just beat you there. And as each day goes by, I get a little bit stronger, but that don't stop me from wishing you were here a little bit longer. When I think of you, like I know you'd want me to. And I know you're watching over me in everything I do. And all those things I never got to say, well, I'll send them with this prayer. Then look up, wipe my tears and raise my beer. And I'll see you there. And I'll see you there.
Tamika, Dylan and Nadia, if I could please ask you to come forward now. And this is a very special and touching part of the service today, and I would like you all please to come in close. It's very important to the family, and I know once you hear what's said, it will be all important to you as well.
Rest easy, Radi.
You did it right.
You got a bit on.
It was 1989, my thoughts were short, my hair was long, caught somewhere between a boy and man. She was 17 and she was far from in between. It was summertime in northern Michigan. Splashing through the sandbar, talking by the campfire. It's the simple things in life, like when and where. We didn't siesta in the sun. We couldn't wait for night to come to hit that sand and play some rock and roll. While we were trying different things, and we were smoking funny things, making love out by the lake to our favorite song, sipping whiskey out the bottle, not thinking about tomorrow, singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. Singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. Seems as strange as when the leaves began to change. Oh, how we thought those days would never end. Sometimes I hear that song and I'll start to sing along and think, man, I'd love to see that girl again. Man, I'd like to see that girl again. And we were trying different things, and we were smoking funny things, making love out by the lake to our favorite song, whiskey out the bottle, not thinking about tomorrow, singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. We were trying different things, and we were smoking funny things.
With enduring love and respect, we've bid Radi farewell. May you find strength and support in the love and memories you hold of Radi. This concludes our loving ceremony. Might have been a bit longer than 20 minutes, Radi. Thank you all for being here, for sharing in this time of farewell, of love and remembrance. Refreshments are back at the Circular Head Recreation Centre until 4 p.m. And I do note that there's a few service booklets left here. Please grab one, and also could you please put your name down as being here today, as there's been a large number of people here, and Tamika and the family would love to know who was here. They won't get around to see everybody, so please make sure you do that before you leave. Thank you.